Greetings, greetings, good people. Welcome to Hips That Heal. This is a micro workshop. I just say micro because we're just going to give you a little taste of the Afro Brazilian beats that combine samba and reggae and how we can move our bodies to that. And today we're going to have my beloved Brazilian dance teacher, Dora Oliviera, that will teach us, again, just a few moves. We do have a workshop coming up this weekend on Saturday, August 19th, for those who may be watching this later. It's on August 19th, and then you can watch and be a part of that live when we'll go even more in depth. But the purpose of this is of the workshop and this today, it's part of a broader workshop series, retreat series called Embrace Your Power. And it's a retreat series that was created, or I created it for Black women and femmes and women of color, but I say specifically Black women because I am a Black woman. This is the body that I am in this lifetime. And we need spaces that are safe for us, where we can explore, where we can reconnect, where we can heal. And as we go through this journey of life, as we go through our experiences as Black women, and especially those of us who have had health trauma and challenges. If you know my story, I've been through multiple open heart surgeries, also had kidney and adrenal gland, had a tumor removed last year and a kidney. So this thing of the challenges that we go through in terms of our health, we need to look at all of the possible resources available to us in order to heal ourselves. Western medicine, yes, doctors, surgery, whatever we need to stay alive, but to actually go beyond surviving to thriving, we need all the modalities. We need to really embrace our power, which is the name of the series, so that we can know that we can actually heal ourselves, not just survive the trauma, whatever that trauma is, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, or just being alive in this world right now as a Black woman. But we have resources and tools that allow us to tap into our own innate power to heal ourselves. And movement and dance and rhythm and beats and drums and just pure joy is one of those. And I can say from myself, over the years, before even having all of the heart traumas and the surgeries, I was on a path of healing, and dance, and Brazilian dance in particular with Dora, was a huge part of that for me. She always says, and you'll see when I bring her on, show yourself. And that was one of the things that was like, oh, wait, I'm a plus size woman. I can get up on stage and I can dance and show myself and have fun doing it and really be a part of something that is um, that brings joy both to myself and to others, because people would enjoy watching and being a part of that. And so I wanted to bring a part of that, a taste of that, to this series, because movement and dancing and there's something special about how we, especially as Black women, but women in general, how we can move and use our hips and the energy that that creates to bring about more healing. And when you're doing that to rhythms, to beats, to drums, and when I was taking classes with Dora, it would always, a lot of times people would say, well, what's the count? Well, do we do it on an 8 count? Do we do it on a 4 count? And Dora's like, follow the beat of the drum. Let your body and the drum tell you how to move. And it's so true. Like, when you can actually let go of this and move, the energy takes over itself. So I can just keep going on and on trying to sell you on it. But the purpose of today was for you to meet Dora and to experience a little bit of it for yourself. So I'm going to bring Dora on. Yay! Thank you so much, Dora, for coming and for being a part of this. And hopefully, folks can follow along and get to experience a taste. But having you in person is just its own treat. So, but having you online is also a treat, because you don't do this very often. So with that, I just want to say thank you and welcome and say hey to the folks.
Hey, hello everybody. Good to talk to you guys about, the life, because to me movement is life. And when we enjoy life, you enjoy the movement. So that's a big deal right there. And like Barbara say, empower yourself by the movement. Let the movement lead you.
Ashe.
I think it's important.
Thank you. Thank you. And let me just do a little housekeeping because I just got into it. So, folks, we're streaming this on Facebook, but also on YouTube, and it'll live on YouTube. So, wherever you're watching from, just click like, share this video with other women, and especially Black women, but all women who can use this medicine in their lives, who can use some movement. So, share it, click subscribe, like, follow, all the things, click all the buttons so that you know the next time we go live and that you can share this video far and wide. And this is the Beautiful, Powerful Love channel. And I'm Barbara Olunifa. I didn't even say that part. So with that, Dora, tell us a little bit um, about your background. And let me say this: this retreat series is for Black women and women of color, Black women and femmes. And I wanted people to understand, because a lot of folks don't understand, that the slave trade from West Africa went to Brazil 100 years before it came to the United States.
Yeah.
And I know when I went to Brazil and I was walking around, people were walking up to me speaking Portuguese, and I'm like, no hablo. Because we look the same. They are our cousins. Some got taken 100 years before the rest got taken and brought to Brazil. So when we go to Brazil, people have this image of Brazil being a very different complexion, a whole different culture. But the reality is, you are our cousins. You are a part of us. Many of us came from the same tribes and same parts of West Africa. And so I wanted people to understand that you, as a Black woman, yeah, you fully are Brazilian, but we understand that roots of that African root. So anything that you want to share about your background, how you went from Brazil to the US, and also your dance background. So whatever you want to share, because your stories are always so fun. I'm putting you on the spot.
Sure. So yes, my name is Auxiliadora. My full name is Auxiliadora Newman, but everybody know me as a Dora. That's what is the name of the group is, Dance with Dora. And I graduated in the Universidade Federal da Bahia in 1991. And one of the things that was very important to me, it was, even though we are almost 90% of Black community, descendants of African, we didn't have a representation of the dance in Brazil. But we have a lot of things that we same in Brazil, African, like the food, the samba, but we didn't have it, especially in school, a representation of. And then soon I left from Brazil. That was one of my goals, to just start working on that and then bring it up for other people to know that we have a lot of similarities in terms of African. We have a lot of things in common, but a lot of people didn't know that. Like Barbara say, when you go into Brazil, people keep talking to you like you're Brazilian, because it's so much, similarities. And one of the things too is they have groups in Brazil, and one of the groups called Olodum, which we're going to be dancing a little bit of Samba Reggae. And then I give you a lot of introduction for Samba Reggae, which is a fusion between African music from candomblé, and also the reggae from Jamaica, and samba of samba de roda. Is a mixing of these, is a fusion between all these, created by Neguinho do Samba. Neguinho do Samba was a very popular African American or African Brazilian guy who was born and created in the candomblé house, and then he decided to create this beat because he was a maestro of the group, which called Olodum. So, and then he created this. For me, the Samba Reggae is a statement. We are here. We are connecting together. So that's, to me, that's what the Samba Reggae is is a fusion of all this movement, but also it is a statement of we are Black and we're here to stay.
So it takes African elements, Brazilian elements, and Jamaican elements, and blends them, but it's all about making a statement of Black nationalism,
Exactly.
and that pride. And
The
that's kind of
pride.
what it grew out of, that pride of, yes, we are Black and we are all these things and we still can create, which is what's so dope about it, is that, you it takes all of samba reggae, takes all of these different things and creates something new, which is ultimately Black. Like we do that,
Yes.
African. We take something and create all the time. That's
Yeah.
so amazing.
And so, and then that is one of the things I used to love a lot. They have a lot of groups over there represent African style, African, things like Ileaye, Olodum, Muzenza, many. But Olodum created this particular rhythm, which we
Mm,
call this Samba Reggae. And I was queen of the carnival with the Olodum. And then in 1991, there was the same time when I graduated the university, and then I have to just get a little goal for myself, right? I want to make something happen. And here I feel like, oh, in Brazil, things take a little longer to happen. So they had an opportunity to just be part of this group when the queen will be travel represent Brazil. So, and I make everything possible to win the contest, which I did. And then I traveled to the United States and I performed in about 16 states here. And after that, I decided to stay and centralize my goal, to just teach people about Brazil, teach people about this culture, share. I don't say teach, but I say share this culture
mm,
with others, because this culture is not only mine, but I think it's part of this community, and especially African American or Black woman. It is part of our heritage. It's part of our, you know, legacy. So, and then
yes.
we cannot let this legacy die or somebody else taking over, because that's what happened. People taking over and taking it back and say, "This is mine."
Yep.
So, and then we should stand up for that. And I always try to stand up for my beliefs that we are among of many very creative people. We are
Absolutely.
very movable people, you know. Uh, and then it's just like water. We molded, we waving, we just kind of like, and then we keep it growing. Like from the ocean comes some rivers, and
Yes.
that's what is my culture to me. From the ocean, I'm gonna open some different venues and different ways to just move. So that's what a little bit about me. I'm a daughter of a African descendant of African. My grandmother was African. She was from Angola. And then she was residing in Brazil, in Bahia specific. And she was part of a candomblé house, one of the popular candomblé houses in Bahia called Casa Branca,
Mhm.
which my father was organ of Casablanca. My mother was daughter of native of Brazil. So we have already all this mixing
I see.
fusion of culture already in my blood. And then, for there, I think things just come in.
Hmm.
And
Absolutely. And that contemplate, I did get to visit. I was like, oh my God, I'm at daughter's family. It was huge and beautiful as well.
yes.
And I love the fact that you said we're like water, because water, there's this phrase, water has no enemies. We will flow
Mhm.
and there's softness and strength, but we'll adapt to whatever conditions we need to in order to survive and not and to thrive. I always want to go back to, it's not just about existing, it's about the thriving. And that's where these beats and the rhythms and the music and the dance and moving of the hips, like you can bring in so much joy just with that alone.
Yep.
And it's just amazing. So I will just keep talking, so I'm not. Let's get started.
Let's get started. Let's
I'm
do it.
gonna make you put only you, but you just tell me when you want to start the music, and then we can go from there.
All right, so get some comfortable clothes, find some space in your living room or whatever place that you are. Just feeling your body now ready, and massage a little bit to start it. Recognize that's you, that's me, and I'm ready to just start moving our way from this whole environment craziness, and then jump into the dancing form. So I'm ready if you are.
Let me know if you can hear the music when I start it.
Okay.
Do you hear it?
Not yet.
Oh, hold on, man. All right, let's do this tech because I was sharing, so let's make sure. Stop. So for now, while I'm trying to fix that, is there any warm up that you would suggest people start doing right now?
Yeah. So we're gonna start moving the shoulders back in a circle. So just keep it working a little bit there to just get on the mood. Yes. Just back and back, back and back. Very good. Use your shoulders. Now use your chest. Forward and back. Sure. Back. Forward and back. Don't feel afraid to just show, this chest big and proud. Back and forth. Back and forth. Try to get these hips work it out. Hips go forward and back. Go sideways and around. There we go. Forward, back, sideways and around. Nice. Very good. Now the knees is very important too. This is your cushion. So you got to make sure you're bending air back and forth, down, and lift it up too. Lift it up, the knees up, knees up, knees. Now bending down. One, it go down and down and down and up and up and up and up. So get a little marching going on. Doom, 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 doom. Kind of like the heartbeat. Boom, boom.
I'm gonna try the music again. Let me know, Dora. Give me a thumbs up if you hear it.
And keep the beat on your feet. Doom. Good.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hips. Listen up, pause. Moving it down. Big hips. With the big hips. Hips. That's it. Yes. Smiling. Now, come back. Opposite. Opposite. Hips. That's hips. Moving around. And forward. Forward. hips. And push forward, forward. Very good. This is going to be rhyme and rhythm. Again, forward, 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 and forward. Now here, over and over again. Very good. Forward, forward. Let's do it over again. Shoulder. Marching. Walking around. Back. Step. And step. Very good. Your arms on the side. Four, three. And the rhythm. Tap, tap. Da, 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 yeah. Over. Shoulder. Yeah. Move. Forward. 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 Bring it back. That's it. Forward again. Forward again. Bring it back. Now remember to push. Push. Over there. Over move. The shot. Remember to move your chest forward. We get on the Egyptian move now. This is the Egyptian movement. Open, open, close. Open, close, open, close. There we go. Now remember the rhythm. Dum tak, dum tak, da da ga dum tak, dum tak, dum tak, ka 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 tak, dum tak, dum tak. Here we go. We're gonna move your body a little bit to follow. A little swing on your hips, swing on your shoulders. A little swing, shoulders and hips. walk, step, bring it back. One more time, step. Get it? I hope you do. Do it again.
The music decided it wanted to stop.
Yeah, we still going
Acapella.
to
I think that was this is like the final piece anyway.
nice. And then here we go. The little step. Remember step. Walk, step, step, bring it back. One more time. Walk, step, step, bring it back, and done.
Yes. So Dora, tell us. So in addition to samba reggae is not only the the beats and the music, but also the movements. The movements that you were doing were also specific to samba reggae. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Sure. So because the idea of the candomblé and then also the rhythm is connect with that, we use a lot of other movements of candomblé. Like for instance, we just use the Ijexá. This is the Ijexá, right? So in candomblé we use that. Now we use it there with the swing. Ta, 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 ta. We emphasize more the chest. We emphasize your shoulders, right? We swing a little bit more your hips to the side. So the idea is the liberation of the movement, pretty much, right? So we already have this pretty much in Brazil in general, based on the candomblé rhythm. We have the Ijexá, we have the Alujá, we have a lot of these movements that we're working with the shoulders and the chest. So when the music come in, you combine all these movements together. So again, it's part of our legacy. Like I said before, it's not something that we just plant in the tree and it coming out. They bring it to us and we accept, we embrace, and we work on it.
That's so
So
beautiful.
yeah, that's what is the samba rag is. Not only the rhythm, the mix and the fusion of the rhythm, but also it is the movement. The freedom of movement. And you can see samba is pushing away, bring it in, side to side is all this sense of freedom is present on the movement. That's when I say the samba rag for me is the part of a statement, the statement of a freedom liberation. So it's all combined together in once.
That's beautiful. And I could even see like as we started off, it was more of kind of a warm up, but as we go further and time goes on, meaning like 15 minutes or so or whatever into it, it's like you can put more of your personal style into it. Is my video frozen for you? It's frozen for me.
Yes, it's frozen.
Okay, so I'm just not meant to be on the screen. It's all about you, baby. I'm
It's
gonna just
the
make you
liberation.
solo layout. But it's more it's that like I said, that thing that you used to say to us all the time, show yourself. And that's to me the energy behind samba reggae is like you feeling the beats, and there are some movements that are, I won't say standard, but that were created to go along with it. But how you express those movements is up to you. It's your personal expression.
Exactly.
And it's and I think that is for me, that was part of the healing. It's like I could do the thing, but I could do the thing the way I do the thing.
Exactly. And the one thing that coming together with that is your facial expression, right? When you dance, you get to show joy. You get to show, out of all these worries and things that sometimes consuming ourselves. So when you dance and you get mad, so the movement is mad and close. So but when you dance and smile, everything's looking fantastic. Everything's so big and beautiful. So that's part of one thing that I always urge people to do. And when you dance with your soul. Don't dance with you like cranky.
Yeah. and get out of your head. Like when you're dancing, it's your body dancing, not the counts, the steps. I mean, I get that some of the technical dances like ballet or whatever that are very, very technical, but even then, like, the whole point of this and for movement to be medicine is to get out of your head and the stress and the anxiety of day to day and just get in your body and feel it and feel good about it. And I think that, and like you said, with smiling as you dance, even if at first, like, we used when I used to perform with you guys, it was a lot of times smiling made it easier to breathe.
That's true.
Because it's like I'm just breathing through, all the ways I can get air. But then also it's contagious. The audience enjoys it because they see it looks like you're enjoying it and you thoroughly start to enjoy it. And that smile goes internally. And so it's not just the movement, it's all of it combined that just
Yeah.
brings joy.
It is exchanging, for dancers or not dancers. If you will just join and then show this to people, they give you back to you.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you so much, and hopefully, that gave people a taste. We'll actually go in and do more, probably, and we'll bust a sweat on Saturday. And again, this idea of samba reggae being born out of Black pride, and so we're going to go deeper with that and get
Mhm.
some dance moves. Sweat a little bit, but at the end of that, you'll have some joy. At the end of this workshop on Saturday, you'll feel the joy, and hey, you might be ready to go out Saturday night. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's true.
because yeah, that used to be our thing. Like we would dance and then like still go somewhere else and dance some more. Because once you're just in the vibe, you just want to keep it going. And so
That's
there's
true.
information rolling at the bottom of the screen about when it is, and the links are in the description about signing up and registering for that. And there's a discount code that will allow people to join at a discount. It's live for 25. I think that's in the description as well, so you can come and experience it. And especially for folks who have never done Brazilian dance or who think samba is just the huge feathers and high heel shoes, that's like a more contemporary recent version of samba. So Dora has taught us that samba, true samba, is African.
Yeah.
It's African and barefoot.
Exactly. And after hard work. So after hard work, you don't want to work too hard. You just want to enjoy yourself and relax. So it
Yeah.
is a relaxing movement.
Yes, yes. And then, just like everything else, more things come later to make it more flamboyant. But, that's pretty too. The feathers and all of that is beautiful. I got some headdresses.
Hmm.
So, who knows? People will be ready for carnival after doing some of this.
Oh, definitely. And they have to say that, when you're talking about dance is healing, and it is dancing, it is healing for me and for many other people. I teach dancing for Parkinson, and believe it or not, I doing samba with them, of course, with limitation. I doing
Mhm.
samba rag with them, and they really enjoy it. They think it's something different. And then one thing that they always say, I feel so free when I dance there.
Yeah.
And it was just like such a big, you know, thing for me. When people say that, it just hits right on the money. I feel so free when I was dancing because most of the time you are constrained. You
Mhm.
dance and measure and this and that is like that. If you get off there, it's not good. So Brazilian dance is for everybody, is for anyone. And then you can dance whatever you feel like it and then make things happen the way you want it without staying inside the little box. So that is a freedom.
Absolutely. That's so exciting to that making movement accessible to people can help folks on various journeys just to be able to heal. And it's not like you have to have, um, I'll say the standard body.
Hmm.
Like movement, dance, joy is for everybody, no matter what your quote unquote abilities are.
Exactly.
So, yeah, so join us on Saturday. Information is in the link. Um, and Dora, your Facebook page is Dance with Dora.
Dance with Dora, yes.
Yes. Dance with Dora. Check her out there. We gonna get Dora to do more stuff online because Dora's not close enough to us now. So we gonna have to work on that. Starting with this workshop, we gonna get that out and then see what we can get going for the fall. But
Yes, come over here too. I know when you're sending me over there, that would be great.
exactly. Like you don't need to fly across the country and fly all
Yeah.
around. If there's one thing that COVID gave us was the awareness that with technology, we can just break down all the barriers and we can be anywhere in the world and still connect and do things. Yeah, you get fatigued with Zoom, but we can balance it out. We can get it in.
That is a possible. It's always a possibility, though. That's one thing we have to remember. And all right, I hope you guys really enjoy, and I hope to see you guys on Saturday to dancing some more with you, Barbara, and definitely heal your hips. You know,
Yes.
wake them up. They are there. And remember, women's, you always give a birth with their hips. So while you're saving that, show it. It's very important part of your body.
Absolutely. Oh, don't get me started because we hold a lot of trauma and emotions in our hips as well.
That's
Woo.
true.
Got to work it out. Got to work it out. So join us on Saturday and reach out, follow Dora, reach out if you have any questions. And we're going to have a good time on Saturday. Maybe even go out afterwards. I keep saying that. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to just party
I'm
on
sure
the
you're
couch.
going.
All right. Thank you, Dora.
Thank you
Peace,
very much.
everybody.
All right. Thank you.